Okay, so we have someone that is in regret for giving someone certain information about another person. They could have told someone where another person stayed at. I'm getting someone was curious about something. Somebody was curious as to why somebody could have started ignoring them. They stopped talking to them. Um, it wasn't because of another person. It was because of them. Whatever differences they had, that's why they stopped communicating with that person. That's why they started ignoring that person. But they didn't want to believe it was that. They didn't want to believe it was them, the reason why that person ignored them. So they felt like it had to be someone else, something else, and they needed to know what it was, who this was. So they started questioning other people or somebody that was close to that person. Now, this could be you, this could be someone else, but somebody is in despair. They regret telling someone about you or telling someone about another person that you could have been attached to. This was definitely like a jealous ex that they told some information to. And the information they told this person, they didn't think that person would like go far as to trying to intentionally cause harm to someone or hurt another person. They didn't know that person would get jealous. It's like they didn't know who they were dealing with when they told this person about you or about someone else. If this is someone who told someone about you, they told that person that you were someone's secret crush. If you and that person were in communication, you and that person, nothing was serious between you and that person. Maybe that person and you could have started dating or something like that. This third party that educated this ex, if this is someone that you know, or it could be somebody that that person know, take it where it resonates, they told this ex where you stay at. And with that information, this ex went berserk. It's like that person started stalking you, spying on you, because they started in their mind blaming you. It had to be you. You're the reason. And they felt like it was because that person is attracted to you. That person has all of you have all of that person's attention, is how they felt. So they felt like something was being taken from them. You were taking something from them, especially if they were accustomed to getting a lot of attention from that person. Now, whoever the person is that walked away, they just decided to walk away from that person because enough was enough. They just grew tired of whatever they were doing with that person. But as I say, they did not want to believe this. And during the process of them stalking you, spying on you, they were trying to like beat that person to you. So they felt like if they came towards you in a destructive way, created some type of conflict or chaos, and as I say, intentionally tried to cause harm to you, they could make it where that person wouldn't have an option to come towards you. Their option would be to stay where they were or go back to them. And now it's like this third party is learning some type of karma that they're receiving is because they educated this ex, knowing this ex was someone that person that admires you needed to walk away from. But this third party is like they were jealous. This ex, they were jealous because whoever the person is that admires you, they started changing. So they started making positive changes. They started focusing on their goals and, looking in the mirror, focusing on personal growth, things that they weren't doing before they were admiring you. It's like you made that person view life differently, view their self differently, and really start reflecting on a lot of things that they could have went through in the past. This could be patterns that they kept repeating. You made this person see a lesson that they needed to learn. Before, they couldn't see that. And that kind of intimidated the third party that wanted to interfere. And they felt like they could tell this person who you were, where you were. And in their mind, they thought that this would get this ex to sweat that person. And they would be back together. They would go back and forth. Things would be normal. Because they weren't accustomed to that person changing and viewing their self differently and wanting to actually make changes. They were intimidated by you. It's like two people came together that was intimidated by you. One person did not know how far another person was willing to go to get you out of the picture. Now, whatever that person did behind your back, whether it was try to make you look bad, intentionally try to cause harm to you, they're going through a lot of negative karma. But it's not just this ex. It's whoever the person is that told them about you. They're getting hit with the same karma. And now they're sitting back in regret. Because none of the things that they did with this ex interfered with the way that this person views you, the changes that they were making at that time. It didn't stop anything. These are people that are realizing they kind of put their life at a standstill trying to control another person's life. Because they weren't accustomed to change, and they definitely weren't accustomed to that person making changes. So yeah, somebody is standing at a crossroad and they feel like it was a big mistake, like teaming up with that person. Because this is someone, if this is someone that was like a friend or a family member to the person that you've inspired to look at things differently, to see that they kept repeating a karmic lesson, they pulled their energy back from that person. They started viewing that person the same way they view whoever this ex is. And it's like whoever the ex is, they realized that person was just using them to get information. If they were close to that person, going out with that person because the person that admires you was with them, all of that stopped. Because that person, if this is your person no longer wanted any dealings with whoever these two people are. Whether it was somebody that was close to them, that they introduced to this ex, they just wanted no parts. And if your person have completely set boundaries with the person that went behind their back and told them about you, this is their biggest regret, because they didn't expect for your person to set boundaries with them too. This is like a two-faced energy. They were getting information from your person, knowing that your person was moving in the right direction, but it intimidated them. This could have been like a jealous-hearted friend, somebody that was in competition with your person, or this could have been someone like a close sibling or family member that they didn't know would backstab them and go behind their back and educate this person about what they were doing. So yeah, somebody definitely told someone where another person stayed at. And this person, they started spying. And I'm getting, this is someone who was looking to see if your person was linking up with you, hooking up with you, if you and this person are dating or in communication. It's like somebody just full focus was on what you and your person was doing. And if you weren't attached to your person, you're focusing on yourself, your person is focusing on their self. This person felt like this is a perfect time for them to try to get you out of the picture. Yeah. This was definitely someone's ex that desperately wanted a second chance, desperately wanted your person to repeat a pattern with them. A pattern that was, it was up. Their time was up. Player is here. So this was someone that was very manipulative. This could be someone who cheated on your person. They They were definitely in their mind thinking that they would always be able to get what they wanted from your person. If they wanted your person to go back and forth with them, they got it. They wanted your person to chase them down. They had your person in this energy of feeling like it was their fault for why they got into it or why they had some type of misunderstanding. But your person started seeing things differently, doing a lot of reflecting and making positive changes. They were no longer going to be in this energy where they would allow that person to manipulate them, take their kindness for weakness. And they're also realizing that if they were vulnerable with people, like certain people, and they were taking their kindness for weakness, using it as a way to control them, they're learning a lesson about being vulnerable with people. They feel like they shouldn't have been vulnerable with everybody, because people were only using that to their advantage, whether it was people that were close to them, people they were in connections with. This is someone who was very, they were good to people, generous, very kind, and people took that as a sign of weakness. So they just weren't, this is someone who did not want to be played anymore. Like, people were playing in their face because they felt like this person wasn't going to cut them off, set boundaries. It's like they didn't have limits, but now they do. Yeah. This is someone who realized they deserve better. The grass was greener on the other side. And whoever this third party is, both of these people are third parties, but there was a third party interference. Whoever the person is that educated them about you, this person was unhappy with the way things were going in their life. It's like misery loves company. So if you see someone making positive changes, they're cutting out a lot of things that don't serve them. They've grew tired of whatever it is they are doing, so they're choosing to do things different. This person felt like the grass was greener under you. In a way, this person felt like you were taking something from them as well. Control. And if you weren't attached to this person, you had no control over what that person was doing at that time. They could have just been admiring you from a distance, and whatever you were doing, it motivated them to see they deserve better in life, not only in a connection that they were in with a manipulator. They deserve better for theirself. And if people don't want to see that, whether it's a family member, a close friend, somebody they're in a relationship with, they have to set boundaries. Yeah, we have intuition. So you could be someone that is very in tune. This person definitely started using their intuition. And these are people that feel like it's because of you. You have an effect on someone that you're not even attached to physically. And if this is your person, the spiritual connection that you and them have is what motivated them to see, I'm trapped in a karmic lesson. I have to close this lesson out in order to be able to see changes in my life and move forward. Yeah, single. This is someone who got guarded because they wanted to be single. They feel like they weren't gaining anything in a relationship or in a connection with different people because it was only holding them up. And this is someone who wasn't even, it's like if they admired you, they had a crush on you, they weren't focusing on coming toward you to jump in another connection after ending one out. This person felt like, okay, I just want to be alone right now. They were confused as to what they wanted to do at the time that they walked away from that person, but they were definitely sure they did not want to be with that person. And if you were motivating this person to see that things had to change, that's what helped them realize, I need to heal. I need to focus on, what do I want out of life? Like they really started reflecting on what they needed to do at that moment. And it wasn't jumping in a relationship. It wasn't focusing on that person and what they were doing, because they could have been doing all of those things in the past, and it always led them back to this manipulator. They stopped doing all of that and really started nurturing their self, taking care of their self, and spending time by their self. Yeah. This is when a lot of bad things start happening to that person. So they started going through a lot of drama when they chose to be single. And as I say, these were third parties. And I'm getting, it was more than just two people. It could have been another person as well. Could have been someone's friend, a family member, and an ex that teamed up together to create a storm after this person chose to be single. Yeah, we have anxiety. It's like they wanted the pressure put on this person. They wanted them to be stressed out, feel like they didn't have no other options, like they had to do what these people wanted them to do. They had to give in. Yeah, we have breakup and then relationship. And now it's like, whoever these people are, especially this ex, this person is someone who knows that at like when they first started doing this, they felt like they needed to be, as I say, this person to you, because they felt like this person was breaking up with them and getting in a commitment with you. But as I say, that was not the case. This person was guarded because they were just focusing on personal growth, what they needed to change as a person before, giving their self to another person or committing to it, anything at that moment. But now they really feel like this person have took out the time to work on their self, and now they're coming towards you to be in a relationship or a commitment. And it's like somebody is having panic attack, no matter how long ago this was, if this was in the past, or if this is going on now. They just know that somebody is going to be in a happy relationship. Yeah. They feel like this is someone that this person is worried about you and your person coming together and building a life together. And this is someone who was definitely planning on coming toward you. It's just they needed to get their life balanced out. This is someone who needed to see the truth about their life in order to make changes. Now, somebody could have also found out some type of secret. Something was revealed, or something needed to be revealed before they came toward you. And it could be what these people came together to do behind the scenes, or it could be more. It could be something deeper than this storm these three people tried to create, because they didn't want this person to get guarded, and they were intimidated by you. They felt like you and this person coming together, it would be a new beginning for them, and they would be being left behind. I can't get you off my mind. So this is someone who they think about you a lot. These are people that felt like if they could get you off of your person's mind, things would be back to normal. But they couldn't get you off of this person's mind. And it's because you created a positive shift, a positive impact on this person. You've helped this person want to change for the better. And even if you weren't doing things to motivate this person, the way that they view you, the way that they see you, however they feel about you, is what motivated them. Because it's like this person sat back and visualized the type of person that they want to be in a long-term commitment with, and that person is you. No matter what you had going on, who you are as a person is what this person is, what attracted this person to you, what admires this person about you. It's not about what you have, the type of attention that you have or status that you have. It's just you, who you are as a person. You could be someone that's very kind-hearted, very loving. The energy that you walk in is what has this person feeling this way about you. I found out my karmic partner set you up. So this person definitely did something to set you up. And the people that they teamed up with, they're going through the same karma that this karmic soulmate is going through. This person spreaded a lot of lies about you being a drug addict. This could be ruin your reputation, but it's like they wanted your person to be ashamed about the way they felt about you. There was a jealous sister involved with trying to create blockages. This person was intimidated by you. They felt like you would be taking something from them. If they felt like they had some type of control over your person and the way that they view certain people, the type of people they attracted or interacted with, they felt like when it came to you, they couldn't control the way that your person views you or feel about you. Even if they weren't attached to you, they just knew they could not change that feeling, the type of effect that you have on them. I'm crazy in love with you. So your person is crazy in love with you. It's like you've opened them up. I'm hearing because of you, they've had an awakening. So this is like a spiritual awakening, emotional awakening. It's because of you. And this is someone who's woke up to the fact that they're in love with you. Now, there was a karmic friend who was jealous because they wanted you for theirself. That person is someone who teamed up with this sister and this ex. All of these people are intimidated, jealous, envious of you because you've helped your person to become a better person. And this is something that they did not want. You doing this has helped your person to see these are people that don't want me to be a better person. And they could have started, really thinking like, why wouldn't these people want me to be a better me? Especially if they wanted what's best for these people. And it really got them to thinking that it got them to realizing they're in a karmic lesson. It's something that they kept avoiding for a long time. And maybe they just did not, they weren't woke before. They were asleep in this karmic lesson. So once they became aware and they became woke, because you're definitely someone that's in tune with intuition being here. If this is your person, you're in tune, you've got enlightened, you've went through some type of awakening, that's what woke them up. And this awakening made them guarded. And they could have realized just how draining certain people are or were. Things that they weren't realizing at that time while they were in that lesson. They just weren't interested in doing whatever they were doing with these people anymore. And all of these people came together and they blamed you, and it just didn't end well for these people. Because it's like karmic justice is being served. Your person chose to do the right thing. They chose to do what was best for them. Four of Swords. This is someone who needed to rest. Your person was overwhelmed, stressed out. They needed to recharge. They needed to pull their energy back. They were separated from those people for a reason. These are people that don't share the same path as your person. And for a long time, your person believed it. But once they got woke, they felt like, this is why I can't achieve anything. This is why I don't feel motivated to go after my goals, to chase my dreams. This is why I don't feel good about myself. And if they expected for those people to motivate them, inspire them, they realized that they had to put that energy into their self, especially if they were the type that supported people, motivated people. They started realizing all of that they were giving to other people, they needed to start giving it to their self and not look for other people to uplift them just because they were attached to them, or the titles like family members, close friends, a person that they're in a relationship with. This is someone that God separated because they needed to see their worth and believe that they can do whatever they want on their own. They don't need another person to push them or make them feel good enough to go after their dreams. And I'm getting all of the things that your person thought they couldn't do on their own. They start seeing you do it. Yeah. And this is the type of connection, the connection that you and your person have, even if it's not a physical connection, the spiritual connection, that bond, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to motivate your person to want what's best for their self and start looking at things that are going on around them and reflecting on what they truly want out of life. Because somebody it's like somebody needed to get some time like alone. I'm getting they didn't have that, or they felt like they couldn't have that. And if they felt responsible for a lot of other people's responsibilities, this is why they were so overwhelmed. Even if they weren't saying anything about it to those people, just out of nowhere, they got guarded and kind of set boundaries. And it's like these people came together like, you're the reason. It's you. Yeah. You're the reason they're being ignored. You're the reason that your person have ghosted them. They're in solitude. You're definitely the reason that your person started soul searching. They've went through this spiritual awakening. And they started doing a lot of self-reflecting. They were no longer focusing on what other people needed and wanted, just what they needed. We have the Lovers. This is someone who definitely found out that you're their person. This is someone who have been doing a lot of research and they found out there's a union between you and them. Yeah, somebody, I'm hearing, I don't really want that. So this is somebody who realized they didn't really want what these people wanted. If they were keeping theirself at a standstill and they were encouraging these people to go after their dreams and they felt like they would fit in these people's dreams, or these people wanted your person to feel like they needed to fit into what they wanted to do, that just kept your person at a standstill. Once they got this time alone and they were in solitude, they realized they didn't want the same things those people wanted. And it's because they just don't share the same path. Yeah. Two of Swords. This is something, whatever your person, it's like your person was in fear of doing things on their own. And as I said, they felt like they couldn't. Their self-esteem was low. They didn't believe in their self, and they did not have people encouraging them. But it took for them to get by their self and realize they can face their fears. Yeah, endings. With the Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords, they feel betrayed and backstabbed. They feel like these are people that were never loyal to them. No matter how loyal they were to these people, they were never going to be loyal to them because they came together to backstab them. They don't understand why these people wouldn't want them making positive changes and being happy, even if they decided to come towards you and have a new beginning. Why wouldn't they want them to be happy? And they realized this was an ending that was supposed to happen. It could not be avoided. These are people that wanted to defeat you because they felt like your person was ending something. And in their mind, these people felt betrayed. Yeah. These are people that felt betrayed because they felt like your person was leaving something behind, just leaving it all behind. I'm here. But it was nothing to leave behind. They weren't doing anything important with whoever these people are. It was just a pattern that they had got accustomed to. And out of nowhere, they grew tired of. These are people that did not see this ending coming, but this was an ending that needed to happen. Because right at the time that they chose to end out this cycle, they ended up finding out the truth. Karmic justice started being served for them. Yeah. Because they were supposed to transition. Your person could have went through a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing. It's like people, it's like somebody was walking all over your person. We have the Tower, and this could be all of these people. That were, trying to walk all over your person. I'm hearing everything happened at the right time. By the time these people tried to come together to set you up or intentionally cause harm to you because they felt intimidated by you, it was too late. Nothing was going to turn your person around. Yeah, 5 of Cups. This is why they're in regret. Nothing worked. These are people that are going through towers. They're dealing with a lot of chaos. They're definitely realizing that the actions they took was a reflection of their trauma. Things they didn't want to face. Things they didn't want to reflect on. And definitely changes they didn't want to make. Yeah, Ace of Swords. This is definitely confirmation that clarity was needed. But somebody's in regret because they're finding out the truth as well. This could be your person. And if these are people that are finding out the truth about who you are to your person, the type of connection that you and them have, this is why they're in such regret, because they feel like whatever they were doing was never going to stop your person's transition. They were supposed to transition. The type of effect that you have on your person, you are supposed to have on your person. And there's nothing they can do to change this. So the drama that they tried to send towards you, the conflict, the confusion, and also if this was intentional harm, they've created this energy around them. Now they feel like they can't escape it. They're seeing the truth and they can't bear to look at it. It's like they feel so bad. And they feel bad because they're realizing nothing was going to change your person from the mindset that they started having. Your person was always going to release this cycle. They were always going to let go. It was meant for your person to get enlightened. Okay, so I'm hearing that somebody had already did research and found out who you were to your person. That's why they wanted you out of the picture. Maybe there was one of these, one of the family member or friend who didn't know, and now they're in regret because your person like released them. Somebody definitely knew. And if they're finding out that one of these people knew, whether it was the ex, a sibling, or a friend, they're in regret. Okay, so I don't think I said that right. If a family member is finding out, a family member and a friend is finding out that an ex knew who you were this entire time and they were helping this person, giving them information, they regret doing what they were doing, like trying to interfere with the connection because they're gaining clarity. Your person have completely released them. Yeah. It's like somebody knew the truth, but they didn't care. They felt like if they can manipulate these two people into helping them and squeezing whatever information they could out of them to, make you be seen as someone that was a drug addict, or they had these people believing things about you that weren't true. I'm hearing these are people that didn't even believe what this person was saying about you. If this karmic soulmate paid people to say that you were a drug addict, they didn't believe that. These are people that were intimidated by you. Intimidated by the way that you make your person feel or the way you make your person see things differently. They're in regret finding out who you are to your person. They're in regret that your person have completely let go of whatever they were doing with them. These are people that feel played. And stuck in guilt because they know that your person know they betrayed them for this person that knew who you were to your person. Have occupation. So yeah, they were definitely working together. And then journey. Okay, so whoever this person is, they definitely knew that your person was going to start working on their self to come towards you. They had these other two people help them because they wanted to prevent your person from doing personal work on their self. They didn't want your person to prepare for union. That was concerning to them because they needed to keep your person in the energy where they felt like they could manipulate them. They could tell them whatever they wanted to hear to keep them in a pattern. But this is confirmation that your person is definitely working on their self because their main focus is this journey that they have with you. Yeah, situation is over. With coffin being here. Everything that ended, it was supposed to end. It could not be avoided. Yeah, because of this union that they have with you, with marriage being here. You have child. Now this could be your person healing their inner child, or this could also like be you and your person doing life together, making the positive changes so you would be able to emotionally, physically, mentally be able to raise a child together. It's like you don't want to bring your trauma into a connection with someone that is not fully healed. They have past trauma, and then you and them come together, have a child, and now that trauma is being projected onto a child. So the past had to end out before you and your person could come together and embark this journey that you share together. But they hope to be in a long-term commitment with you. This is what they truly want. And for some, your person wants to have a child with you. They wanted to break a cycle first before coming toward you to manifest the things that they truly desire with you. You have bad health. So somebody could have had an addiction. And then you have imprisonment. Somebody could have also had some type of health condition, and maybe they felt like they couldn't have children. Maybe that was keeping that person stuck, not believing in their self. This could also mean that they felt like an addiction would somebody could have also had a lot of run-ins with the law, like they were in trouble a lot. Yeah. But somebody definitely felt trapped because of either a health condition or an actual addiction. Somebody, whoever this ex is, they could have tried to use a pregnancy or a child to try to have your person stuck. This ex could have had some type of addiction as well. Yeah. Somebody definitely distanced themselves from someone because of an addiction. So maybe this was an ex who had this addiction, and your person felt like they were trapped in a cycle, taking care of, or, taking care of another person's addictions, feeding another person's addictions, and they had to get away from this person. Yeah. You got despair on the bottom of the deck. Ever since your person chose to make these positive changes and transitions, somebody has been going through a lot of unexpected karma and they feel trapped. Especially if they depended on someone else to take care of them. I should have listened to you. So this is your person. They feel like they should have listened to you. There's something that you could have said to them, and maybe they didn't take it serious. And this could also be some type of advice that you gave them. They feel like they didn't value it in the past, but they now recognize that you had wisdom and insight about something that they didn't. And they feel like they didn't trust your perspective. And this is something that they regret. With I should have listened to you. Yeah, they feel like they had the chance at that time to do something and they didn't. They could have also manifested some type of negative karma from not listening to something that you said. I'm stalking you at your house. Now, this could be them watching you closely. It doesn't mean that they're like inside of your house or outside of your house watching you. They could stay close by you, but they're definitely keeping some type of close tabs on you. I love your scent. Hold on one second. But with I love your scent, this could be definitely them remembering the way that you smell, the type of perfume you wear or something like that. But it's them remembering this, it has like a positive impact on them. This is something that makes them happy when they think of you. Um yeah, it's like having it's an effect that you have on them, but this is something positive. It's like a lasting effect. I sometimes cry myself to sleep. This is deep regret. Deep regret for not listening to you, not taking your advice. This could be not taking the connection serious if they're realizing that you and them have a union. They could have pushed you away because they needed this time to their self, and they didn't know how to say, hey, I need this time to myself, or I can't emotionally or physically give to you the way that you can emotionally and physically give to me at this time. This could also mean that they just didn't feel like they were good enough. Yeah, they were afraid. I was afraid of rejection. So maybe they pushed you away because they were afraid of rejection and they felt like they weren't good enough for you and you deserve better than them. At that time, they weren't seeing their worth. They didn't think that they deserved anyone like you. And it's because they needed to heal. They needed to transition. I want to have a home with you. This is someone who wants to build a life with you, have stability with you. With this marriage card, it's like they want to come in union with you. This is someone who sees their self building a future with you, evolving with you, growing with you. Even if they didn't act this way in the past, the energy that they're in now, or when they do come toward you to come in union, they're going to be in this energy. Everything that they held on to in the past that kind of kept them guarded when it came to you, they've released all of those things. You see right through me, and it scares me. So the advice that you gave them, they felt like you were dead on. Maybe they didn't want you to think that you were right about something, or you could give them some type of advice, but that scared them. And they didn't want you to know this. This is someone who definitely did not want you to know that they admired you, because they were afraid of rejection. I'm sorry for leaving you on red. So they're in regret for reading messages from you and not responding. They feel like this was very childish. And they could have been in an energy where they could have held back because they wanted you to show them some type of affection or emotion. They wanted you to show them the things that they could not give. And they didn't know that this is what they were doing. You not feeding into this or sweating them definitely helped them to see, what about me needs to change? I needed to gain more clarity about our connection. So the actions they took definitely helped them to see they needed to gain more clarity about the connection and how they handled you, how they treated you. The way that they treated you in the past, this is something they would never do again. It's like somebody has learned their lesson, and they definitely received karma, because these three people that came together, that was their karma. Them seeing that the closest people to them that they only wanted what's best for created a lot of obstacles behind the scenes, because they truly don't want to see them happy. And these are the people that at that time they could have got guarded towards you for, were the people they counted on holding on to. They felt like they were going to have a future with these people. Especially the people that were still in their life. Like whoever this close friend is in this family member, whoever the ex is somebody that they definitely walked away from. And it had nothing to do with you. But you helped them to see they deserve better than that person. You are one of a kind. I don't want to run from the connection anymore. So this is someone who, instead of running, instead of being guarded, instead of being in fear of the connection that they share with you, they want to embrace it. Yeah, they were definitely feeling like you were too good to be true. But now they want to make you happy. They want to make you feel good. Wow. You see this? I want to make you happy, and I want to make you feel good. They could feel responsible for your happiness now. If they did things to make you unhappy, the way that they treated you, it could have hurt you. But if you're someone who was viewing things from a higher perspective and you didn't hold on to what they did to you, you're not holding it against them. That's what helped them to realize they don't want to hold on to it. They don't want to keep beating theirself up about it. They want to make things right with you. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of these no contact, no communication cards, and then I'm just going to end out this reading. Somebody has definitely changed, and they've seen the errors that they made when it came to the connection, and they want to fix it. These third parties are in regret because they feel like the storm they tried to create for you and your person, the obstacles, so you won't, come together, they've created in their own life. It took me time, but I've awakened to the truth of our love. You are my twin flame. So this is someone who is recognizing you as their twin flame. They've gained that clarity. And this could be with, I'm stalking you at your house. They've been watching you closely, and they notice, they just know who you are to them. They could have been comparing theirself to you, comparing you to them, and they've awakened to the truth. You are their twin flame. You make them feel good in ways no one else could. I know that our journey is filled with challenges, but it will lead us toward a beautiful reunion. So this is someone who is realizing you and them had to go through challenges in order to come in union. Those challenges are lessons that need to be learned so that you can move forward in life. Those lessons only push you to want what's best for you, see your worth, and want to become the best version of yourself. And know that you got what it takes to go after what you want out of life. You don't need another person's assurance or reassurance. You can push yourself. You can motivate yourself. You can believe in yourself. I now realize our love is way stronger than any fear I may have had in the past. So this is them releasing fear. They feel like the connection is too strong for them to avoid. And the distance could have only made your person's feelings stronger, the bond stronger. Separation, I don't think some people don't realize, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people do realize that separation is to definitely teach each person individually how strong they are. You and your person coming together, it's going to be you coming together stronger than ever. None of the obstacles that were set to keep you and them apart are going to stand a chance when you and them come together in your full power. They're in their full power. But they're realizing just how strong this connection is. The love that you and them share. It's something that they no longer want to avoid, and they know it's unbreakable. Even though we are apart, I can feel your energy, your guidance, and unconditional love. It gives me strength to keep moving forward. So even though you and them are in separation, the bond is only growing stronger. And it's helping you to move forward. It's helping them to move forward. I'm becoming more and more excited about sharing this connection with you. So somebody has definitely went through a major life change. And they want to embrace what you and them have, what you and them share. They're realizing just how connected you and them are on an energetic level, a psychic level, emotional level, and a spiritual level. I'm blessed to share such a beautiful connection with you. We are made for each other. Yeah, I'm hearing that song, You Were Made for Me. So yeah, they feel like you were made just for them. And they were made just for you. You make them feel seen. You make them feel heard in a way that no one else could ever make them feel. And they're grateful for that. My karmic soulmate hacked my phone. So this person went far as to hacking your person's phone, and they found out about, this could be messages that you and your person were sending each other, the conversations that you had, something that you said to encourage or motivate your person. If this was a warning about something going on around them, this karmic soulmate seen it because they hacked your person's phone. Ever since they found out whatever it is that you and your person were writing to each other, sending to each other, they have been trying to keep you and your person apart. They have been trying to make sure your person does not come toward you, or you can't come toward your person. But even though you and your person are apart, the love just keeps on growing. They were afraid of your person coming toward you, you and them coming in union, and the bond, grows. These are people that are in regret because they thought they were like 10 steps ahead of you and your person. And if one of these people felt like they knew about the connection, they had to make sure you and them didn't come in union. They didn't know the depth of the effect that you and them have on each other, the bond that you and them have on an energetic level, a psychic level. I'm hearing a lot of telepathic communication. It's ways that you connect with your person, they connect with you. That's beyond physical connection. And separation has helped them to see there's no rush when it comes to the connection. They're allowing things to flow in a divine timing. There is no rush when it comes to us, only divine timing, and it's unfolding perfectly. Now, before, they could have felt like the connections that they, were in, they kind of rushed to get in them. They jumped in these connections. But it was because of trauma, patterns, things that they were attached to that were not good for them, is what drew them to these type of connections. And these type of connections, it will be hard for them to release. That's why they felt so overwhelmed when they did have a chance to get by theirself and do some reflecting. I'm thinking about our future together, the life we will build. That vision keeps me going. So them visualizing what they want to have with you. This is someone who wants to grow old with you. That keeps them going. It keeps them moving forward. And they're reminiscing about the reunion. I mean, not reminiscing. They're visualizing the reunion that you and them are going to have. They can't stop thinking about it. My love for you is infinite and unshakable. Nothing can change the way I feel about you. This is what they're realizing, and the people that tried to interfere. This is the last card that I'm going to pull. But they're realizing them trying to run from the connection or being afraid of the connection. They realize that's something that they could not change. They could not shake. And these people coming together to do the same, they're realizing that couldn't be done. Because it's just something they can't change. The connection that you and your person have is a connection that didn't just come about. This is something you and your person have shared many lifetimes together. That's why the bond that you and them have is unbreakable. You and your person have unconditional eternal love between each other. So for people to feel like, okay, I'm going to make sure I stop this, I can change this person's mind, I can make this person feel ashamed about the way they feel, that was never going to happen. Because it was written before you were born, your person was born, that you and them will come in union. And that's something that nobody could change. They were always going to recognize you for who you are. You were always going to recognize them for who they are. Because it's a genuine partnership. And it's something that you and your person both desire. But it took for you and them to make the changes that needed to be made in order to come in union.